guys, and welcome back to another thrilling episode. And today what I'm going to be showing you is upcoming projects. Obviously I won't show you the actual train, but I will show you the train names and show you how many trains are in store for the future. So don't worry, there's a lot more trains ready to be reviewed on this channel, so don't worry about there being not as much content as what it has been lately. And unfortunately, my Lego for my new project and kit from Knight Rider, it's still not here. So we've brought the Lego from overseas, and we've been waiting for 2 weeks now, on to our third week of waiting. And I'm hoping, but I'm not quite sure, but I think it might be here tomorrow, because tomorrow is Wednesday. I don't know quite yet, so we'll just have to wait and see. So I thought it would be nice to show you a new project that I will be building this year, and it is going to be the one and only Victorian Railways J-Class train. And I'll show you the model. Here it is, the J-Class model from Victorian Railways. This locomotive is probably pretty similar to an R-Class, except it's got a little bit more wheels on the drive wheels. These drive wheels, there's about 8 in total, so it's 280 because it's got no trailing wheels, as you can see. And its tender, I made an oil tender because I thought J classes were only oil, because I found an oil one, but it turns out there are coal tenders of the J class. So since you already built the J class with the oil tender, I just decided to stick with that. So yes, so this is the brand new J-Class. This J-Class was constructed about, I think, maybe it was last year. It might have been 2019 actually, now since I think about it. But this model has been on LEGO Digital Designer for quite some time, just haven't got to building it yet, since we've been focusing on brand new trains, other trains, because the J-Class wasn't really my intended train to build next. Now, my name is Josh, right? So, building the J-Class means that will be the start of my name, which I thought would be cool. And also, because the J-Class doesn't look that bad of a train at all. And we may just have enough pieces, or some pieces, right now to actually start building this model. So, you might actually see this model. Not too far in the future, not too far away from the nearby future. So this J-Class, I don't know if any operations will be coming towards this train. There might be, but I don't know. There's the back of the tender, if you want to see that, and the top view. Now my goal, what most of my goals are, is my trains have to be able to do this. Number 1, be able to go on the really tight train track. Number 2, look good. Number 3, function nicely. Number 4, the train has to be able to carry at least 2 passenger carriages, because they just really need to be able to do that. And my new one that I just recently added was the incline, which is cool, because I didn't know my trains were actually able to go up inclines. If you watch that incline video, unfortunately the incline video didn't get nearly as much likes as I thought it would, because I put a lot of effort into that video, but it only got 1 like, so a little bit sad about that, but oh well, I guess it is what it is. Maybe it wasn't as good as I thought, but oh well. And yes, my trains, almost all my trains are really, really detailed, because I want it to be as close as possible to the real locomotive. So, the J-Class locomotive. Now we'll zoom in some of the detail here we got. So this side is apparently, it seems to be more detailed than the other side. This is realistic to the real locomotive, in case you're wondering. And yeah, this side's just not as detailed as this side. It's got a lot of piping. Now the thing I love about Lego is they actually have a piping system that's used in Technic, but there's thin pipes, new thin pipes that have been added, and you can actually flex them so they almost look exactly like real life piping you'd see on a Steam loco. And that really does give it a nice realistic look. There's some cab interior, but you can't really see much there. Okay, so I am back now and cleared out some of the tender. Had to make that a little bit invisible. Whoop, make this one invisible too. Maybe some interrupting features, but hey, I wanted to show you a little bit of the inside. So yeah, as you can see, I try to aim my best for a pretty detailed cab, and I'm trying to also make sure the cabs are different with their detailed interior. So yeah, so that's some of the interior right there. Oop, it's a pretty close-up view of the front, huh? And yeah, so you can see it's got around the same window flappers as the R-Class, and it's also got the same boiler as the R-Class as well, but obviously this boiler is a little bit more above the base of the locomotive, so it's kind of airborne in a way, but it's held up by some standard parts. Basically just suspension parts. There we go, that word. So yeah, so I just wanted to show you what is this new project that hopefully when we get some more money we'll start getting parts for this guy. But in the meantime I may actually start building this loco since I don't really have anything else to do, and I thought it'd be really fun to create another train to show you guys. So just let me know if you want to see some updates on these trains. If you don't, then I guess you'll just have to wait and see until the whole thing is complete before I review it. But I guess it's up to you. Do you want to see the updates on how the progress of the J-Class is going? Or do you just want to wait until the whole thing's done to see it? I guess it's up to the comment section to decide. So yes, and that's not the only train I'll be showing today. Do not save. And as you can see, I'm scrolling down through my all my trains. So yes, we've definitely got a lot of trains. We've got around 19 now, 19 trains, and this is around like 30 total. Some are stations and some are railway crossings, which you know my railway crossing from and it keeps scrolling up. My railway crossing that I built with wood. That one, yeah, I built it in Lego. Here it is. This wasn't one of the things I wanted to show you, but I thought I'd show you anyways. This is my railway crossing, and hopefully I just left some room for a battery box, and then the lights have to line up there somehow. Might look a little bit weird, to be honest. I don't know how that's going to turn out. There'll be stickers saying railway crossing. So I thought that would look cool. We might do a double lane actually, that'd be cool. But yes, that is a future thing. But anyways, the thing I wanted to show you is it's my new freight cars, flatbed train cars. Since I don't know how to spell carriage, so I just have to go with cars. That's more like an American kind of way you would say train cars or train carriages. They usually call them cars instead of carriages. A little bit of difference there. Yeah, these are my new flatbed trains. So this one will probably be hauled by some diesels, or maybe even I could do a video of making video of Lego Steam locos working. So basically just recreating what it would look like in the olden days of steam actually carrying freight. We have got some of those videos on YouTube, not on my channel, but if you look on YouTube, you can actually see some videos of real life steam locos from the olden days actually working with freight. It's kind of interesting because we don't see that anymore, because steam has been replaced by diesel, sadly, because steam isn't nearly as efficient as diesels are, and they're very expensive and dirty, and yeah, they weren't the best. But hey, steam locomotives are definitely really cool locos, and they're my favorite generation of trains. Let me know what your favorite generation of trains is. It steam, diesel, or electric? Let me know down below in the comments. Comments down below if you want to say that. So yeah, so this one's going to carry cargo, and this one's going to carry wood. So logs from wood. So I thought these flatbeds would look really cool. And yeah, they don't look like they'll take up too much Lego, so these might be here before the J-Class. Who knows? We might buy these with the J-Class parts as well. It's going to be expensive, but we'll see if we're allowed to do that. And yes, I have got some other A-Classes, basically just in different colours. A70, and that's BR, which stands for blue and red, if you know that train. I don't know if we'll have that one in, so maybe I'll just show you anyways. Yeah, here it is. So what I also do is grab original trains like these that I've already built and put them in different colours and see how they look. And this one looks pretty nice. I really like it. Finally, the final thing to show you, the S-Class Streamliner steam locomotive from Victorian Railways. This train is an old one, baby. This is probably one of the oldest trains I've built in my entire collection. This one, I don't know if it will be built this year. We'll see whether my dad wants to have this one in real life as well. So, this one might actually be built. And I think this is one with a corridor tender, which is probably why there's a door at the back. Yes, there was such a thing as a corridor tender, which isn't very common in steam locos, but some actually had that, like the Flying Scotsman, when they had to have long journeys from really far places. They added a corridor so the drivers could get out, go in and in, go out and in to the cab of the train. So yes, this train is probably not going to be the final product. It will probably be upgraded, because I am seeing some chances for upgradations. It's not as detailed, but to be honest, streamliner trains or steam locos, they kind of hide a lot of the details, so it's kind of hard to keep the detail as it is. But this one is a 462, so it has trailing wheels, but only 2 at the back. And yeah, so this one may also be built as well. So stay tuned for that as well. We'll see when that one might be here. Might be here next year. So I hope you guys have enjoyed watching what will be some future trains that may be built this year, and that you will hopefully stay tuned for some new videos. And here is my R-Class from Victorian Railways. That is what when I said Hudson. This is a Hudson trains 464 with their wheels, and that's how you can tell it's a Hudson. So yeah, oh boy, that's a long video. Better shut it off now. Bye! Oh, and guys, in case you're wondering, you know the drawing at the end? This drawing here? I actually drew this drawing.